These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Come back in. Ready?
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical to be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Colts had 3 and 9 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now Richardson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
He'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 17, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 6 yards left on second down. Richardson now on second down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Richardson to throw off play action. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
19 Tigers. Hurry.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? QB sneak, Richardson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. QB sneak, Richardson. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and
QB sneak, Richardson. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the Jaguars first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and 9, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Richardson to the air on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jags have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Here we go, set.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Richardson on 2nd and 10. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Yeah, Richardson yet again. Forced out to his left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jacksonville first down and a pickup of 17. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw again is Lawrence. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Straight ahead, ETN. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Running left, Taylor. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert it. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Well, they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Richardson to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Richardson back to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll get this off to ETN. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne.
Lawrence going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Lawrence steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They go play action with Richardson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 24-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, 52 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Logan Crook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Logan Crook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Richardson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast